What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Beside me is my customer's '08 E350 that he calls Shrek. And as you can see, it's green, it's giant, so kind of fits. But we're going to do a walk around video of it, kind of a customer spotlight kind of thing, and kind of show you this rig. So covering the wheels and tires, he has some 35 1250 18s on fuel wheels, and they look pretty sweet. And this thing rides and drives very well with them. So for anybody wondering, is this paint or is this a wrap? And it is a wrap, not a paint job. This would be an absolute fortune to paint this color, but it does look really good. And as far as keeping the body in nice shape from getting scratched up and things, I will say wraps do very well at that, and you just peel them off later. So coming to the rear, we continue with the 35-inch tires on the fuel wheels. Look really nice. The rear of the rig, we got a full-size spare U-joint rear bumper as well, along with the storage box. Nice setup. Almost like the other van that I have at the shop, honestly. Now let's come inside this thing. It's pretty awesome. Welcome to the shit show. Which I love that. So we got a really nice cabinet set up and fridge assembly in here. And the cool thing about this rig is how tall it is. You know, I'm almost 6 foot tall, and this thing's I got headroom in here to clear, which is nice. He's got this thing set up with a Webasto heater, along with the little can lights. And I really like these can lights because they're not so bright. Some of these are like, they're not diffused enough, and they're just like spotlights. These ones actually look really nice in here. It's got a bed assembly, pretty typical, on a rack that can be taken out, so you can put a mountain bike in here and stuff. So this rig is really set up to put your mountain bike in, put your stuff in, go have some fun, and be able to use it as a utilitarian vehicle as well as your camper rig. So in that regard, it does everything it wants. Now this top, I will say, is pretty interesting, and I haven't found the manufacturer as of yet, but I did ask the company that built the van who was the manufacturer of this top, because it's pretty interesting. The actual doors are extended to the top of the van, so they're very tall doors. So when you shut these, you can see how tall those are. And the same goes for the rear of the van. Come back to the rear of the van. Very tall doors. Pretty interesting. So this van was converted to four-wheel drive by the guys at Clydesdale in 2008. So this is an older conversion, and it's held up very well, and it drives actually quite nice. One of the reasons why this van ended up here was to get a custom fuel tank built for it. So it's now equipped with a 45-gallon Hanco Fab fuel tank that is all set up. And we'll talk about how this all came to be here in a second. So how did this customer end up here in Colorado with his rig and getting a new fuel system? Essentially, he encountered what I would call a catastrophic fuel system failure, which was the tank had delaminated. There was some sealant that was used at some point in its life to seal up the front cap where it had been modified. That was ingested by the fuel filters. They got so plugged that they sucked in pretty much all of that sediment and everything and shoved it through the whole fuel system, and the van would not run. So basically had to start from scratch, new fuel tank, new injectors, new filters, flush everything and start over. It was an unfortunate situation to get into, but he's up and running again. The van runs amazing, and it's a really cool rig. So that's the story behind this customer's rig, and stay tuned for more.